In off-grid electrical design, the 0.2C charge limit is the most universally referenced metric for sizing battery banks and the most consistently misunderstood. Industry shorthand treats this as a basic arithmetic exercise. To find the maximum safe charging current, divide the battery's amp-hour capacity by 5. For a standard 200 amp-hour bank, this calculation dictates a 40 amp limit. Relying entirely on this mathematical shortcut works on paper, but it leaves installers exposed in the field. Treating that 40 amp threshold as an isolated battery specification ignores the electrochemical and thermal realities occurring across the wider hardware architecture. The 0.2C limit is a conservative thermal and longevity design margin established for the entire system topology, not a rigid rule of physics. Sizing an array strictly to the battery's absolute maximum limit is the primary cause of silent efficiency losses and premature capacity fade in off-grid systems. To understand this stress, we have to isolate the C-rate baseline. The C-rate governs current flow, the physical movement of electrons, independently of system voltage. As this gauge shows, current remains static even as voltage increases. Moving to a 48-volt system doesn't change electron flow, even as power scales to 1920 watts. That rating determines total wattage, but 40 amps remains the primary stress vector. High-power configurations do not alter how a battery chemically absorbs energy at the cell level. Whether the architecture is 12, 24, or 48 volts, forcing 40 amps of electrons through the conductors applies the exact same friction and heat generation. The danger emerges when mathematical theory transitions into physical thermodynamic stress across components. Voltage dictates the sheer volume of power moving into the bank, but current alone dictates the physical toll exacted on the hardware. This toll is visible inside a standard lithium iron phosphate cell. Pushing charge current beyond 40 amps exponentially increases the internal temperature of the cell during the charge cycle. In this cell cross-section, lithium ions normally flow smoothly from one side to the other, slotting into the organized structural gaps of the anode. Under sustained high current, the cell faces a chemical bottleneck, lithium plating. This occurs when excess current forces ions across the electrolyte faster than the anode can absorb them. Ions accumulate on the surface, forming jagged metallic structures that block chemical pathways. This risk increases significantly if high current charging occurs in cold environmental conditions. For lead-acid chemistries, this same high current stress manifests as aggressive gassing and rapid water loss. To prevent damage, the battery management system may trigger emergency overcurrent cutoffs. Ignoring the 0.2C threshold creates energy waste through heat and initiates the irreversible lithium plating that consumes a battery's rated capacity. This stress also propagates upstream into the MPPT charge controller. Sustaining a continuous 40 amp outtub makes the controller the primary thermal bottleneck in the charging architecture. This heat map illustrates the effect of processing nearly 2 kilowatts of power to meet the 0.2C maximum. The internal silicon components rapidly approach their thermal ceiling. To avoid failure, the system initiates thermal rollback. To protect the hardware, the MPPT intentionally and silently throttles its current output. This creates a dangerous illusion of speed. The user believes the system is charging at maximum rate, while the controller is quietly clipping power. Pushing for the absolute maximum charge rate forces the hardware to secretly throttle performance simply to survive. From the MPPT, the current travels into the physical DC copper cables. Moving 40 amps of current generates significant friction, governed by the I²R loss equation. This friction manifests as heat, causing the voltage to drop as it travels down the length of the wire. The resulting data mismatch is shown here. The charge controller reads a different voltage than what is actually present at the battery terminals. This voltage drop tricks the MPPT into thinking the battery is full, triggering a premature false transition. The system shifts from constant current to the constant voltage phase far too early. As a result, the battery takes significantly longer to charge and may never reach a true 100% state of charge. The physical resistance of the cables deceives the control software, holding battery health hostage to the integrity of the wiring topology. Effective off-grid charging requires viewing the entire architecture as a single interdependent organism. This perspective accounts for external factors, such as generator and AC charger pass-through limits. When deeply discharged, an unregulated hybrid inverter can suddenly dump massive overcurrent into the system. A properly sized system mathematically prevents this overcurrent from exceeding the 0.2C threshold, averting sudden shutdowns. This schematic illustrates the interconnected chain. Respecting the 0.2C margin prevents lithium plating, which stops MPPT thermal rollback, which keeps cable voltage drop in check. System design achieves operational harmony through engineering rather than through arbitrary safety throttling. Electrical design carries inherent dangers and requires professional validation beyond simple rules of thumb. The most resilient off-grid systems are never those built for maximum raw power. They are the ones meticulously engineered for total thermal and electrical balance.